in this poll season, Prime Minister Modi didn't leave any opportunity to take on the India alliance on Parivarvad. With the stinging attacks now, even the opposition appears to be wary of the nepotism tag sticking to them in the minds of the masses ahead of the upcoming Lok Sabha polls. Opposition is now trying to turn the table on the BJP, calling out the dynasty within the saffron party. Trinamool Congress chief Mamata Banerjee has snapped off ties with her brother Baboon after he demanded a ticket to contest from Howrah. Trinamool Congress re-nominated Prasoon Banerjee from this seat, but Baboon had said that Prasoon was not the ideal candidate. Listen in to what Mamata Banerjee had to say about staying away from Dynasty, but actually alleging that the BJP was playing to Dynasty card. On the other hand, the Congress camp says that the Gandhis will together decide on contesting the polls, but they are wary of fielding any Gandhi from both Raebareli and Amethi, lest the dynasty tag stick to them. According to sources, there is this apprehension simply because Narendra Modi's charges seem to have hit home, despite the fact that cadres really want Priyanka and Rahul Gandhi to contest from these two constituencies.
আমার পরিবারের ও কোনো মেম্বার বলে আমি মনে করি না। আজ থেকে আমি সব সম্পর্ক শুধু আমি নই, আমাদের রক্ষের পরিবারেরও যারা আছে, মামাটি মানুষের পরিবারেরও যারা আছে, সমস্ত সম্পর্ক ওর সাথে ছেদ হয়ে গেল।
নমস্কার, আমি বাবুন বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায়। আমি নেত্রী মমতা বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায়ের ভাই। আমি বিজেপিতে যাচ্ছি, এটা একটা ফেক নিউজ। আমি বিশ্বাস করি মমতা বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায় পশ্চিমবঙ্গে যতদিন থাকবে ততদিন আমি মমতা বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায়ের সঙ্গে, নেত্রীর সঙ্গে থাকবো।
আমার পরিবারের সবাই যদি বলে আমি এমপি ইলেকশনের টিকিট চাই, এমএলএ ইলেকশন টিকিট চাই, তাহলে আমি তো পরিবারতন্ত্র করব। আমি পরিবারতন্ত্র করি না, আমি মানুষতন্ত্র করি। এবং তাই মানুষের পরিবারই আমার পরিবার। আমাদের পরিবার খুব বড় পরিবার, এটা মানুষের পরিবার।
You're watching the News Hour at 9, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Gaurav Bhatia, the question that really begs the answer today is, are you more dynastic than other political parties? That's the question the opposition is asking you. Please respond.
It is true.
Navika, I would leave it to the best judgment of the people and their wisdom, but let me state two facts. One is the Bharatiya Janata Party got two opportunities to have a Prime Minister from the Bharatiya Janata Party. People voted for us. The two revered Prime Ministers, Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji and Narendra Modi ji, they don't come from the same family. And the Congress, which has ruled the country for 55 years, out of the 55 years, 38 years, there has been a Prime Minister from the Gandhi Parivar. Second criteria is the president of the party. Since the inception of the Bharatiya Janata Party, there has never been two members of the same Parivar who have been the president of the Bharatiya Janata Party. But in the last 3.5 decades, we saw 33 years, there was the president of the Gandhi Parivar, either Sonia Gandhi or Rahul Gandhi. So that settles the question of dynasty. Now, third, what is the power of merit? I think epitome of that is Narendra Modi ji, who comes from a very humble background, has risen up the ladder to serve the people on merit, on hard work, dedication, and a vision he has. And Rahul Gandhi, who has a surname which according to the Congress is illustrious, but he lost Amethi, and they can't even dare now to send Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka Vadra to Amethi because BJP is winning 80 out of 80.
Well, so Sanjay Jha, is this merely somehow trying to do shadow boxing because guts nahi hai Raebareli or Amethi se ladne ki, to keh do ki, you know, dynasty should not fight. Is this the safe way of exiting the battleground? And you know, the Congress party alleging anybody else with a dynasty charge a little rich?
Navika, it is laughable because now Narendra Modi's old and tired rhetoric on Parivarvad has got exposed. Bhaiya, Gaurav, आप लोग तो गांधी परिवार के मनेका गांधी और वरुण गांधी को ही लेके आपने भाजपा में इतने सालों से रखा है और आप यहाँ परिवारवाद पर भाषण दे रहे हैं. एंड बाय द वे, द महाराष्ट्र वेयर आई लिव हैज देवेंद्र फडणवीस, पीयूष गोयल, पंकजा मुंडे, पूनम महाजन. वो तो इतना लंबा चौड़ा लिस्ट है कि बाय द वे, यू नो व्हाट द डेटा इज? The data is that 12% of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha MPs are dynasts. All of them of the BJP. They are more dynasts than the Congress party. तो ये तो इनका झूठ मुस्का वही जो बयानबाजी चलता रहता है.
Now Mamata Banerjee has also picked up the dynasty charge against the BJP. Is this because what Modi has said has really hit home and suddenly it is defensive opposition which is hitting back, Tausif Ahmed?
No, what happened in Calcutta and the statement given by the Mamata Banerjee makes it very clear that Mr. Banerjee, the brother of the Chief Minister, wanted some other candidate to be fielded, and which was not acceptable to the party. The party grants ticket based on the merit. And therefore, Mr. Prasun Banerjee, who is not a family member, was given ticket from Howrah constituency, which is the main objection of Mr.
Exemplary democracy,
so,
Anand Ranganathan,
there's no,
shown by the Trinamool
as a politician has an impeccable record.
Exemplary democracy by the
Absolutely
Trinamool Congress. And as
Banerjee.
Dr. Sanjay Jha says, 12% of all candidates fielded so far, dynasts in the BJP. Is the shoe on the other foot?
Navika, look, it's not about dynasty alone, but rather how deep-rooted it is. Every political party is infected with this disease. 45 BJP MPs and more than 92 BJP MLAs have dynastic linkages. And the BJP's defense that theirs are only one-generation linkages, unlike the dendritic linkages in the Congress and regional parties, is thin. Because even one-generation dynasty linkage can endow nepotism, preferential, non-meritorious advantage and privilege, and can and does take away the opportunity for a non-dynast candidate. Remember, in politics, first mover advantage is everything. But this is a classic case of moral relativism trying to rationalize your hypocrisy. That said, Congress is special because the fire lit by the erstwhile Congress zamindars has singed the minds of their progeny so completely that nothing grows on that charred landscape except entitlement. Let me illustrate this damage very briefly, 10 seconds, with just one example. Here are, Navika, the last census indices of Amethi and Raebareli, the Nehru-Gandhi dynasty bastions for 60 years. People below poverty line, 54%. Households with electricity, 14%. Vaccinated children, 16%. Neonatal death, 83 per thousand. For India, it was 28. This is what the dynasty reduced Amethi and Raebareli to.
Well, is the BJP hypocritical? 10 seconds, Gaurav Bhatia.
Yes. You know, look at the irony. Jawaharlal Nehru conferred upon himself the Bharat Ratna. Indira Gandhi also conferred upon herself the Bharat Ratna. But Sardar Patel and B.R. Ambedkar Sahab had to wait for 43 years. 1990 and 1991. That's an example of dynastic mindset.
Yes, no answers.
Well, but you haven't answered the question on BJP having so many dynasty members in their ranks.
No, I answered. You know how?
Did not.
Navika, I answered by telling you that every person, even if there is a first generation dynastic link, if he works hard, is entitled to choose a career as long as he is serving the people. He doesn't rise to the top by becoming the Prime Minister and the President on the virtue of being.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's only comparative morality that we are talking about here. There are no absolute moral standards that exist. Well, we live in a society of the kind that we live in, and therefore, whose dynastic antecedents are better? The oppositions or the BJP's? People will arbiter, people will be the judge of that when they cast their votes this Lok Sabha elections of 2024. We leave it at that. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on the News Hour tonight. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good night and be safe.